Today, I want to talk to you about something that I hear fairly often and something I experience myself, that I hate or I am not good at marketing. This is something that I learned myself. But before I dive into that, if we haven't met before, my name is Caitlin. I run Launch the Damn Thing. I'm a Squarespace educator and designer, graphic designer, all of the things, now also running a membership. It's a lot, and I've got a lot of both real world experience in the corporate environment as an in-house designer and also running my own business and trying to figure out how the hell you find clients as an introvert on top of that. So just know I've probably felt it, whatever it is that you're feeling at some point or another in the past 9 years of running my business. And so I just decided that I would give you this quick tip today for this one particular problem, which is I hate or I am not good at marketing, because I thought the same thing. So first and foremost, I think it's really important to note that marketing does not have to be thought of as like Facebook ads and Google promos and whatever. Google ads and promotions and banners and billboards and flyers and posters and word of mouth marketing and networking and shaking hands with people and going to conferences. And if that is not your jam, then don't do it. If you are not comfortable with it, if you are really uncomfortable with it, let's just say that, then you're not going to do it very well. You're not going to come across very confident, and people feel that energy. I don't want to be woo-woo, but that's what I'm going to say because it's true. Like, you know, when someone is standing kind of hunched and quiet in a corner and watching with scared eyes. Maybe they're even wearing dark clothing and standing in the dark. Like, they don't want anyone to see them, and everybody else in the room can see that. If you are the person that is super uncomfortable and you go to a conference to network with people and it's so outside your box, and you might talk to one person and you might feel comfortable enough to remember to say that you do a thing and this is your business and here's a card. But is that worth going to the conference for that one situation? Probably not. I don't know. It could be. Depends on the person. But the point is that you really need to find a method that you're comfortable with so that you can do it well and do it proudly, because that is how it's going to actually work. So I say that first because you really need to find a method that works well. And while I can't help you figure out what that is, my friend Paige Brunton could. She has a quiz for that. So go to paigebrunton.com/quiz and take the quiz to help figure out what kind of client finding method is the right one for you, because I don't have a quiz and I don't have time to come up with a quiz, so just take hers because she's really good at that. So anyway, that's how you can figure out what method is good for you. Now let's talk about why I feel like the age-old fear I am not good at, or I suck at marketing, I don't want to market, I think it's sleazy, I don't know how to do it in a natural way. Reframe how you're thinking about it. My aha moment around this, because I used to feel exactly the same way, it felt gross. Like, I offer graphic design services, and send me an email and I'll give you an estimate. Like, that just felt, ew, why would anybody do that? I don't know if anybody would have or not, because I was too afraid to do the damn thing. So here's the thing. Marketing, especially when it's something that you love to do and you feel like is a valuable service that you provide, whether it's lawn services, cutting the yard, mowing the yard, whatever, or whether it's website design, hospital building, teaching, whatever it is, as long as you feel like it's a valuable thing and it will genuinely help someone else, you're not selling anymore. You're just trying to help them. And you know that the best way that you can help them is for them to pay you for your time. That's it. That was my aha moment when I was like, oh, this is a thing that I love to do, that I'm really good at, that people will pay me for. Okay, so I just need to reframe how I think about this. I am not marketing. I'm not selling. I am serving, right? I'm helping. That is what you focus on. And that doesn't necessarily mean that you have to show up in people's inboxes and cold email them or whatever. Like, I'm an introvert. I get it. I don't want to do that to people. What I did was a long-term strategy. I started blogging eventually. 7-ish years later, I added YouTube to the mix. By then I was okay with being on video. Not as okay as you might think, but I did it anyway until I became okay on video. And now it doesn't really bother me that much. I can't say I love it, but I don't really think about it or dwell on it or get worried about it anymore. So it took time to get where I am, is what I'm trying to say. I picked a method that started in a different medium. It was just a written medium. I am comfortable writing long form, just like I am comfortable talking long form, as you well know, if you're here and not new to the channel. And over time, time that it became easier for me to have sort of like conversational thing with you over video, and then to turn it into a blog post rather than writing a blog and reading a transcript out to you, because then it would sound like I'm reading a transcript and I don't think you would want to hear that. So over time, that became my main method of marketing because it started to work after a while. But I will say it was slow going because I was only posting every other week in the beginning. That was all I could manage in addition to client work, freelance stuff, and my full-time job, and like having a life. In other words, go take the quiz on Paige's website. If you're new to the channel, you don't know who the hell Paige Benton is, I am a co-coach for her students in Square Secrets Business. That is her course. And so if you haven't met her yet, you'll probably hear from her or about her through me again. I like to talk about her a lot because I learned a lot of my Squarespace foundational stuff from her when I took her courses. So anyway, that's who she is. That's why I'm telling you to go take her quiz, because she's got a great one that will help you figure out how to choose a marketing strategy that fits you specifically and what you like to do. Because here's the other thing. First and foremost, marketing isn't probably what you think it is. 2, it's serving, not selling, if you're doing it right. And 3, you really need to enjoy the method that you're using to market. Because if you hate doing it, not just if you're uncomfortable doing it, but if you loathe doing it. For me, that was social media marketing. I did not enjoy being on Facebook and publishing what the fuck. I don't know what to say on Facebook. I'm not a business person on Facebook. I'm not a business person on Pinterest or LinkedIn or Instagram or any of them, really. The platforms that I excel on are the ones that allow me to be more of myself and to not worry about algorithms and how many hashtags you can have and when to post because your followers are there and all of this extra bullshit. That's why I started to blog, because I could write the way that I speak. And that's why I added YouTube, because I can talk to you the way that I speak. So these are 2 methods that I genuinely enjoy. And guess what? You need to enjoy them in order to be successful at those methods. If you loathe them, you won't do them as well, because when we don't like to do something, guess what? We don't put our heart into it. Just like this morning, it was leg day or something, half-assed my way through that workout because it was a day that I didn't want to do. I showed up, I did the work, but I didn't do a stand-up job. I just did what I could manage. And then afterward, I was like, oh, I really could have done a better job than that. Normally, I would put more effort into it than that, but today I just wasn't feeling it. And that level of effort is directly tied to my feeling about the thing that I was doing that particular day. It's not my favorite workout of the ones that I've been doing lately. And so I don't know, it was just kind of like, I don't really want to do this. And so I didn't really do very well at it. And I feel like I'm not alone in this, that if you pick a method that you feel that way about, you're just not going to put your whole heart and soul into it. You're not going to be enthusiastic about it. Maybe you'll even loathe doing it or dislike doing it. And that emotion that you put into it when you write out the words, or if you're doing video, when you say the word, other people can feel that underlying resentment or the sentiment, whatever your emotion is underneath. And that's going to translate badly. You don't want to say you're helping other people when it doesn't really feel like you want to help other people. That is when it becomes sleazy, salesy, gross, bro marketing-ish, you know? So don't be that person. So that's what I would say. Marketing needs to be something that you enjoy doing for you to be successful at it. And it's not something that you probably think it is. It's just helping other people if you boil it down. And when you think about it that way, it becomes pretty easy. I didn't feel that way for a really long time, and I was really hoping that I could get you past that hump so that you feel this way, the icky, I hate marketing way, a little less time, a shorter amount of time than I felt it. So anyway, I hope that was helpful for you. If you want to learn more about mindset related issues, check out this playlist next, because I have a few other videos that I think you're going to enjoy. All right, that's all I've got for you in this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.